What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 37 of season 2 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me as always is Jmack Gaming.
Look at you. You sound wide awake right now, buddy.
I don't get hyped, Justin. I stay hyped.
Oh, man. Mojo Rawley. Remember him?
Remember him? What you know about Mojo Rawley, Justin?
I fucking hated him. Everything he did, he sucked. I always talk about how Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, is my all-time favorite wrestler. Mojo Rawley is my least all-time favorite wrestler. My most hated.
Man.
Zack Ryder, Santino Marella, and CM Punk. My 1, 2, 3. What a big three.
What a big three.
Let's get into the show, Chad. We start off tonight, Brock Lesnar defeating BJ Whitmer with a side bear hug. What?
Side bear hug. Hell yeah.
This is the first time he hasn't finished a match with the overhead belly-to-belly.
Oh, look at him. Look at Brock Lesnar. His moveset's adapting. He's a changed man.
Dude's pulling 95 still. It's outrageous how fast Brock Lesnar has become a star.
Absolutely wild. I'm hoping I can do the same with Samoa Joe, but we'll see.
I'm hoping so too. Maybe the feud with Ahmed is the push he needs.
I'm thinking so. I like to have a guy win just random meaningless matches just to build up some wins and then give him a nice proper program.
Yeah, that's fair when he's not a genetic freak like Brock. You look at Brock in ring and then in real life when he came in, he was just a fucking freak as soon as he came into the business.
True.
Joe had Joe wasn't a Ring of Honor. That's not around yet. Samoa Joe really not on the map in 2000, I don't think.
I know, that's the thing. I'm pushing him really early.
Yes. JBL defeats Bull Buchanan in 10:29 with a power bomb. JBL. And then on the last match of the pre-show, Steve Wright has not defended the title of the pre-show in a couple weeks, so he's been stripped.
Oh, new champion?
New champion.
Question mark?
20-man battle royal here.
We love a battle royal.
And the new champion, Joey Matthews.
Oh! From tag team champion to pre-show champion.
Former champion of the world. Tag team champion, Joey Matthews. Final four, Caravaggio, Frankie Kazarian, and Epico with PCO Caravaggio being the final elimination. Joey Matthews also got the most eliminations. He was dominant in this match.
Good for him.
Jim Duggan was in it.
What you know about Jim Duggan?
Oh, we start off with... Why did I put Tyson in this? Oh, no. This didn't happen. We start off tonight, Dean Malenko taking on King Hayake. Hey, Dean Malenko pulling out blue numbers here, Jen.
Hell yeah.
He gets a big win over King Aikeo in 1507 with that Texas Clover. What's so funny?
Ask me what I think about this match.
What do you think about this match?
It's Ikea.
I wish I didn't go with that bit. After the match, Psychosis returns the favor and pipes down Dean Malenko.
Oh, pipes down, Demon. Hey, pipe down with a pipe.
He piped him down. Maybe I shouldn't say pipe down.
Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe, but you know what? Who cares? Go ahead.
It's edgy. We're here. It's new.
It's edgy. It's edgy. Is that what they call? Is that what Edge's girlfriend calls him? Hey, Edgy.
I didn't mean to laugh. That stunk. Maybe you should have gone to bed. Tonight, Christian Cage is and he's upset. He's frustrated. Hey, Jim, The Rock, The Rock bamboozled me into having my title match last week. Look, I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. And Cornette's like, no, I heard the promo, man. You said you were ready. You said you wanted it. So unfortunately, that's got to be it. You gave it your all. You had 100 match, but you just couldn't get it done. And Christian's like, God damn it. And Cornette's like, well, I need a member of Team Raw. And I can put you in a qualifying match if you want something to do. Christian's like, oh, okay, all right. I guess I'll do that. And Conan's like, well, yeah, you'll be taking on the big Kishi tonight. And the winner of that match will be on Team Raw. And Christian's like, oh, my fucking God. I got to take on Big Kishi and his big cheeks, his big ass. That's right. That's right. You got to go on one-on-one. Well, I sound like Doug Dimmadome. That's right, Doug Dimmadome.
Every time you do that, I think Doug Dimmadome, and it makes me laugh really hard.
Doug Dimmadome. Yeah, that's right, Doug.
That's right, Doug Dimmadome of the Dumb Dim Build. What am I gonna do with all these blubber nuggets? They're chewy.
Randy Orton is in the next match. He takes on Devin Storm and gets a win in 10:29 with the RKO. Randy Orton, who was on SmackDown last night.
I miss the Ozone.
But then Kid Cash comes out and attacks Randy Orton, Chad. He's here on Raw, too.
That bastard.
What do you mean, that bastard? He's just returning the favor.
Yeah, but they're all three of them. A bunch of bastards, all three of them.
What do you mean, all three of them?
We need good old-fashioned, honest competition.
You're right. Steve Wright will be on
like the stuff you see from WCW.
Speaking of WCW, Meg and Barbarian make their way down to the ring.
After your show.
The Barbarian is in action tonight while Meng recovers from that broken jaw.
Yes.
Now that Meng's here, you know how mad I was when Chad booked Meng for no reason and then he got hurt right before his debut?
Yeah. I know. I go back and rewatch. When he breaks the jaw, I go, oh, no, that sucks.
I said, great. That's awful. Motherfucker. I muted my mic and yelled.
We laughed afterwards. We had a good laugh about it, didn't we, Jeff?
Yeah, a great laugh. Fuck you.
A nice hearty chuckle.
The Barbarian defeats Primo in 8:29 with the kick of fear. Chad, I'm about to kick you.
Oh, no.
Barbarian, though, showing how dominant he is here in his debut match. Speaking of dominant, the Briscoes are here, Chad.
Oh.
What are the Briscoes here? They take on the Stash and the Stud.
Sick.
And in a bout that had no wrestling in it, and people started leaving the arena, Stash and Stud defeated the Briscoes in 7:54 when Stash pins Jay Briscoe with the flash back. More like the stash back. Am I right?
Oh, that's got to be the new finisher name. That's sick.
The Rock, he's like in the middle of the ring. He says, "Oh, The Rock." He sees Paul White gallivanting and showboating and having all these fancy limos. The Rock knows one thing. The Rock has got his eyes on the prize, and Paul White doesn't. But the one thing The Rock doesn't have is matches to keep him up in ring shape. The Rock needs to be in the ring. He needs to go one-on-one with people. He needs to be in the ring, fighting, bodies touching, moves, bodies slammed, bodies thrown across the ring. The Rock needs one thing. The Rock needs a match tonight. And then out comes Stone Cold. He's just, hell yeah. He's exhausted. He was drinking beer backstage. It looked like him at WrestleMania. It's like, oh, hell yeah. Hey, Rock, you need a match? What? You need to get stunned? What? You need to get stage pressed. Chad, no what there? Come on.
I said what? I went what?
No, you didn't.
I went what?
No, you didn't. Run the tape back. You didn't do it. Yep, the fans are saying you did not do it, Chad.
Okay.
Well, you need to go one-on-one with the rattlesnake.
What?
And Rock's like, I don't you got some Budweisers to drink, motherfucker? Why did I get in that accent?
Yeah, what was that?
Where the fuck did that come from?
Oh, you got some Budweisers, you guys right there.
The Rock, is The Rock hearing this right? The Rock is hearing that Stone Cold wants to go one-on-one with the Great Run again? And the fans are losing their mind, Chad. How about this, Stone Cold? You got yourself a match, but just remember, you're going to get your ass kicked once again because The Rock does not lose to peasants like you, Stone Cold. Well, here's that match here, Chad. Kishi and Christian Cage to get into Team Raw. And a superb match. Christian taps out Big Keish when Lesnar comes out and distracted Keish. He jumped on the apron of the ring, and Keish is like, what the fuck is this man doing? You want to go right now? You want to go right now? And Christian rolled him up and put him in a fucking sharpshooter, and that was it.
Oh.
So big Christian Cage is on Team Raw.
Oh, yeah.
And then Lesnar comes in and F5's Kishi.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready for this match. Big Quiche, Brock Lesnar.
Two big men just fucking banging meat.
Taka Michinoku and Jushin Liger are warming up Mark Henry, Chad. The three lads. Mark Henry has a match against Jeff Jarrett, and the winner will have the last spot of Team Raw.
Hell yeah.
And Mark Henry wins in 15-18 with a death from above. That means we are going to have Christian. I think I booked this wrong. I did. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm doing something next week. All right, never mind. At the moment, right now, we have Christian, Kane, Austin Angle, Mark Henry taking on Edge, Taker, and the Guerrero Dojo of Latin Lover, Eddie Guerrero, and El Hijo del Santo. Who you got in that match, Chad? Don't answer. We'll ask you at Survivor Series.
Oh, okay.
And here we go. It's Rock and Austin, Chad.
I thought that was a match. I thought I got 100. And I was like, that figures.
How does this not get 100 when they both have 100s? Oh, what the fuck? There was no penalties. How does that not do 100?
They said Justin's a big jerk to Chad. Here's a 98 or 99.
Oh my god. Both of them in-ring 100s. Great chemistry. Everyone has good chemistry. 99, Rock goes, and he wins, though. 95.
Oh, yeah?
I felt like I was blue-balled right there. Damn. We'll see you for Nitro. Fuck you, Chad.
Let's get ready to Nitro! Justin, we are here with Monday Nitro.
Yeah, Chad. We are here. That's it.
Do it.
That's it. That's your opening.
We are here. It's Bray. Give me Bray Wyatt, the Lantern. We're here.
Got the whole world in his hands. He's got. Remember those creepy promos with all like the kids and shit?
Like the kids all wearing like the sheep masks. Yeah, that was bad.
Those were crazy.
Bray was so cool.
Bray Wyatt was going off the chains during that.
Bray was so cool. I miss Bray Wyatt.
I had a teacher lady.
So Juventud Guerrera, he comes out to the ring and he says, I was off TV this week. I was off TV this week because I felt like two people didn't deserve me. AJ Styles didn't deserve the publicity of me being on TV. So I stayed at home and I've been training for my upcoming match. I haven't been training that hard though, because let's be honest, AJ Styles, he's overrated. Ever since he lost that Cruiserweight Championship, there's been something wrong with his mental. He hasn't been able to pull out a good, strong win. And at World War III, it's going to be no exception. I'm going to walk out with my championship because, quite frankly, I'm not ready to give it up yet. AJ Styles, he comes out and he says, Movie, let's make one thing clear. The reason you were off TV is because you can't stop yourself from puffing. Also, while we're on the topic of blowing smoke, you're blowing smoke up a lot of these people's asses, talking about how good you are. Let me see something, Hoovy. I can see through you. I can see that you're scared and you're afraid because you know that your championship is in jeopardy. Because listen, I'm the longest reigning Cruiserweight champion of all time. And yeah, I have altered a little bit since losing the Cruiserweight belt. I'll make no mistake about it. I will take full advantage of this opportunity because I may not get it again. And who knows when and if my time will come. And honestly, I can't pass it up. I need to win the Universal Championship. And I need to take it from a slime ball like you. I'll tell you what, Hoovy, you talked about wanting to get in shape. You wanted to train. I'll tell you what, I've got a friend who has also been training and is making his comeback tonight. And listen, he would love an opportunity to also work out some kinks. If you want to get in the ring and get in a fight tonight, Hoovie's like, AJ, listen, I'll fight any one of your friends you have. Who am I fighting? Is it Shannon Moore? Funaki? Who am I fighting? And AJ says, Hoovie, I think you'll find that my friendship with this man, it's limitless. And then with that being said, Taz's music hits and Taz comes out. And
One
Hoovie,
of a kind.
he's like, that scared the shit out of me, Justin. Hoovie's eyes get wide. He's like, oh, it's Taz. The announcers are putting Taz over huge. It's Taz! And Taz looks shredded for the time he's been off TV. He looks just cut. He's like, this man looks like he's ready to fuck someone up. Hoovie versus Taz tonight, Justin.
That'll be cool.
After that match, we have Redacted. Oh, no. Yeah, we have Right to Censor. Or Redacted. I don't remember. We got a bunch of fucking jobbers. They're all in the ring. they're all in the ring. Oh, it says Right to Censor and Mike Barton. Okay. We got a combination of all three. A holy trinity. They're in the ring, and Ahmed comes out. It's a 3-on-1 handicap match. Ahmed just crushes him and pins Mike Barton with a spine buster. Samoa Joe, he comes to the ring, and he stares down Ahmed, and he gets in the ring. And then he looks at the three guys who are still pretty beat up, but are getting back to their feet, and he tells the referee, ring the damn bell. Ref says, what? And he grabs the ref by the shirt and says, ring the goddamn bell! And the ref's like, okay, and he rings the bell. Listen, this match is going again. Samoa Joe versus Redacted and Mike Barton.
Cool.
And then this match, Samoa Joe crushes him. Not as well as Ahmed crushed him.
Yeah, well, it's because Samoa Joe's still a pre-show worker, I guess.
Huh?
I hate that. It's my number one thing I hate about this game. Let me book unimportant people in one-on-one matches and not have it be shit.
Yeah. However I want. My show. We see a video package. It shows. Listen. It was reported on the website that China saved a child. So we're just showing that news story. China saved a kid. She's a hero.
She's a hero.
The girl says, China, when will you become WCW Women's Champion?
Never.
And China looks at the TV screen and says, that's a great question, Sally. Ooh, that's a great question. And then after that, we come back and we have Shane Douglas, the franchise, taking on Mick Foley, the man-chise. And in a decent match, Shane Douglas defeated Mick Foley with a pile driver.
Excuse
I saw it like Mankind, man-chise. It didn't work. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of what I did there. You know what? I'm leaving the call. I'm just kidding. I'm still here.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And then, after that, it shows a video package of... not a video package. A backstage footage of Minoru Suzuki battering Bubba Ray Dudley and Paul Heyman. He's just in Bubba's face. He's, like, making fun of him, calling him names, like, smacking him in the face. Like, just adding insult to injury on Bubba. That bastard. I was always a Devon guy! Ha-ha!
What is he, Super Mario?
Waha! Braka! Hulk Hogan is backstage. He's just hanging out. Hulkin. And Raven.
Hulkin.
He's just hulking backstage. Enjoying catering. And Raven shows up and he says, you know, Hulk, I can't think of any better way to cap off my road to Starrcade than beating Hulk Hogan, retiring a legend, winning World War III, then winning another championship to add to my already impressive showcase of titles. Hulk, if my math is correct, and trust me, it is because I'm one of the smartest people in this company. I have more championships than you, and yet Hulk, you call yourself one of the best. You know, Hulk, I think you're very overrated. I've always thought you were overrated. You can do a leg drop. One of the easiest moves in the industry, and you've made millions off of it, while I fine-tune my craft every single week. Hulk, listen, you beat Ken Shamrock last week. Ken Shamrock, hell of a fighter. big mixed martial artist. You got lucky. You're not going to get lucky tonight. Hulk, I'm challenging you. You versus me tonight. And Hulky stands up and he says, you know what, something, brother? When I'm done hulking this plate of chicken wings, I'll see you in the ring. Let me tell you something, Raven. You may have won championships, but listen, it's not how many belts you win, it's what you do with them. And you haven't done shit, Raven. And Raven laughs because Raven's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what? What do you mean I haven't done anything? And Raven's like, and Hulk's like, so you know what? While you were being Johnny Polo and getting fired on WCW, I was forming the NWO. I was changing professional wrestling. While you were on ECW, where barely anyone watched you, I was getting millions tuning in every single week, brother. Why don't you show some respect? But you know what? I will beat you. I will take out you on tonight. There's no way you're going to retire Hulk Hogan tonight, Jack. I'll see you out there. Raven versus Hulk Hogan tonight, Justin.
Damn. It's going to be a banger.
I hope so. Too cool. They're still talking about their upset win over singing DDP. Like, oh my gosh! We get tag team title matches at World War III? Hell yeah, dude! Like, awesome. They're just having a grand old time. And Diamond Dallas Page and Sting. Yeah, they go. Let's get one thing straight. All right, listen. Everyone gets lucky every now and then. All right, maybe we saw a black cat walk across the street. Maybe we walked under a ladder. Who knows? But we got unlucky. You both were in the right place at the right time. But let's make one thing clear. All right, we are the 2-time tag team champions. You're too cool. We're 2-time champs. All right. This isn't even a fair competition, all right? You know what? I looked at DDP and I said, "Who's Grandmaster Sexay?" And he looked at me and he said, "That's what my wife calls me in the sheets." And I said, "Huh?" And he said, "Yeah." And then I said, "Okay, who is he for Too Cool?" He said, "Oh, I don't know. We had to look up your actual name. Your dad was Jerry Lawler? How the hell did you get to be so bad at wrestling?"
Hey,
oh my god!
Don't disrespect Jerry Lawler. He's dead.
No, well, that's what they're saying. Why did you not get your dad's talent?
Oh, thank you. Okay.
And then you look over here at Scotty Too Hottie. Oh my gosh! Listen, no one gave a shit about you in the Fed. No one gives a shit about you here. All right. The only reason why you guys get cheers is because you're good with kids. You can do a cool little worm and do a dance. Well, you know what? DP steps up and says, "I can do a worm." Yeah, get the hell out of my way, Sting. And Sting moves, and Diamond Dallas Page, he starts doing some dancing. And Justin, Too Cool. They do a dance-off. They're doing a dance battle. Sting's not doing a single thing. Sting's just standing there. He's like, you have me effed up if you think I'm going to do a dance-off right now. To hell with that. And then, after that's happening, Sting says, you know what? I'm not going to do a dance-off. This is stupid. DDP, you're a 2-time champ. Pick yourself up. Stop doing the worm, all right? How about this, all right? Where's your buddy Kip James, all right? I'm gonna dance all over his face in the ring tonight when I wrestle him. Don't you tell your boy I'll see him down there. I'm gonna show you guys what a 2-time tag team champion can do. Something that neither of you will ever experience. It's showtime, bitches.
Showtime, Eric Young.
And so yeah, we get Sting versus Kip James. And in a good match, Sting defeated Kip James with a Scorpion Deathlock. There will be no dancing in your Sting.
All right, there we go. We move on.
Regal is enjoying a nice cup of tea. He's in his home in England. Steven Regal goes, there's nothing I love more than starting my morning out with a nice cup of tea. Maybe after I'm done, and he's got his television championship too. He's like, maybe after I'm done with my tea, I'll go read some of my poems and then take a nice stroll through town. Maybe I'll stop at the market and buy all of the expensive things I enjoy to wear with my nice clothing. And then he gets a knock on the door. And he's like, who could be knocking on my door this early in the morning? And he opens up the door. And it says, package for Mr. Regal. And he's like, all right, thank you. What accent is that? And he says nothing. And he opens up the package. And the package is a pair of running shoes. He's like, running shoes. What the bloody hell are these? And then he looks back up, and it's Lodi was disguised as a delivery guy. He looks up. Lodi is now in a tracksuit. He did a quick change. He says, "Howdy, Regal. Listen, and he just grabs the television championship off of the table, and he says, "That's my title, you cretin!" And he says, "Not if you can't beat me in a foot race." And Lodi races Steven Regal through town, in a relay race, and then it became a 3-legged race, and then it became a triathlon. And Regal's exhausted. He's like huffing and puffing. Lodi, he's also huffing and puffing, but he's like, "Oh, I could do this all day." Oh man. And they just, eventually they're both crawling to the finish line. And they end up crossing they both pass out before they can cross the finish line. They pass out at the same time, and the title just sits there. And that's the segment. They both just pass out before they can reach the finish line, Justin.
What a weird segment.
And we've got a great match, a banger, some would say. I was expecting this to be worse, but Hulk Hogan defeated Raven with a axe bomber following an interference from Chris Kanyon. So there was a minute where Raven pulls out hair clippers, and he's going towards Hulk Hogan, and he says, "I can't even shave your head because you already have a bald spot the size of the moon," and he just slaps Hulk Hogan in the face. And literally, it got to the point where he was going to win, but Chris Kanyon screwed Raven, and that's what gave Hulk Hogan the win.
True. We have a road agent report that I have not ever seen before in TW 2020.
That's weird. Is it bad?
That's interesting. Showing true unprofessionalism, a clearly unhappy Hulk Hogan completely phoned in his performance. It was clear to everyone that he wasn't trying at all.
Oh my gosh. What an asshole.
I didn't know.
What's he upset about? He went over. And our semi-main event, man, these two matches are going to be better than our actual main event, and I'm going to be... but the bout was superb wrestling and great heat. Juventud defeated Taz with a German suplex. But Juventud cheated. I didn't book that, but he cheated.
He cheated.
After the match, Hoovy is celebrating in the ring, and he turns around and AJ Styles clunks him with Hoovy's ring bell.
What an asshole. All right, our main event now.
Our main event, Our main event, Scott Steiner versus Syxx.
Oh, no.
And about that great heat and decent wrestling, Scott Steiner defeated Syxx with a Frankensteiner, Justin.
They don't click.
That's great to know. Oh, it's got a 71-2. All right. Goldberg is in the ring. He's got his world championship. And, he's celebrating with Scott Steiner and the rest of the syndicate after Scott won in the main event. And then that vignette pops up again, right? And it says, World War III. Chris Jericho returns. ... Just kidding. ... I return. ... Today. And then all of a sudden, lights go off. They come back on. And Jericho is standing in the ring. And all the syndicate's gone. It's just Goldberg. He's like, where the hell did they go? And what? And they just disappeared. They're all gone. And it's just Jericho and Goldberg. And Goldberg, he tries to go for a spear. Jericho sidesteps. And then Goldberg, turns, he trips and falls and slams into the turnbuckle. And Jericho grabs the microphone and he says, "Don't get too comfortable with that championship, Goldberg. Because at World War III, your ass is next." And he throws the microphone at Goldberg to end the show. $82. That sucks.
Oh. The man said, "I don't want Hogan to ever main event again," and Hogan had the best match of the night.
Yeah, to be fair, it was mainly Raven, but...
Yeah, true.
Hell, even Taz Hoovy would have been a better main event.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys for SmackDown. And Yeah.
And we're back with SmackDown.
Chad, did you get a good nap in, brother?
I did. I'm wide awake. Woo! Let's do it.
You were feeling a little sleepy last night.
I know. I was a sleepy boy, but
asleep.
Sleepy boy no more.
Asleep during my shows.
I did. I just needed. Listen, I needed a little nap.
I need an apology right now, formal and written.
Okay. Here, I'll start writing while you're booking Thunder. But Justin, I'm genuinely sorry for falling asleep during your show.
What'd you say? I fell asleep during your apology.
Oh.
Let's start.
Okay. Well, that's on you.
Let's start the show.
You're a sleepy boy.
A sleepy boy. Chad, we start off SmackDown, the pre-show, showing off highlights, showing off his accomplishments in WCW. This is Tatanka, his highlight video, and it's the shortest highlight video ever because you didn't do anything with him, and he had no highlights over there, and he just comes out. I think the whole highlight package was he got a win and part of Laparka and Lasharka and Latanka. That was it. And Latanka's here. And he takes on Gangrel, and he wins in 7:45 with an Indian death drop.
Okay. Good for him.
Good for Latanka. Or Tatanka. Sorry. My apologies there. We start off today. Eric Bischoff calls Paul White's rats to the ring, Chad. He's not... Look, Paul White might be the only people... These three are being so lackadaisical. They don't give a... They're all champions. They're living their lives, but they have a big opportunity ahead of them. They got big matches at Survivor Series, and they're not taking it seriously. And Eric Bischoff calls them to the ring, and he demands them no more leaving the state, no more leaving the country, no more vacations. I want you guys to hit the gym. I want you to hit the weights. I want you to hit the mats. This is the biggest thing. Paul White, and Paul's like, well, you got to think about it, Eric. I'm the World Heavyweight Champion for Friday Night SmackDown. Why would I want the number 30th guy to be on my brand? Think about it, Eric. Think about it. It's not like I don't care about this match. I would love to represent SmackDown. I already did once this year. But if the number 30th guy is the most dominant superstar here in SmackDown, he's got the best opportunity to win, and he's got the best opportunity to challenge me at WrestleMania. And I don't want that. I want someone like Chad Collier to wrestle me at WrestleMania. I want someone of my choosing, because if we don't win the Royal Rumble, who's going to fight the champion? I'm going to pick. And Eric's like, well, what if we win the number 30th spot and Chad wins the Royal Rumble from number 30? We don't even have to do anything about it. It would be Paul White versus Chad Collier at WrestleMania, and they both look at each other like, all right, you know what? Eric, you're right. I thought about just phoning it in like that rat bastard Hulk Hogan. But you know what? I'll go all out. I'm going to represent SmackDown. I'm going to beat The Rock. I'm going to win the number 30th spot for us. And I want Chad Collier to be number 30 at the Rumble. I want one of my rats to come face me at WrestleMania, the biggest show, the granddaddy of all sports entertainment. You just picture right now, Paul versus Chad, Wright versus Rat. Look, the money.
Listen, Paul White don't want none of the smoke, baby. I'll tell you what.
The money prints itself, Bischoff. All right, I know you're not a great businessman in a different life. You went bankrupt and you lost your company, but in this life right here, you got to make the smart choices, Bischoff. Ooh, Paul White is saying that he's going to win the number 30th spot for SmackDown, and he wants Chad Collier to be him, the number 30th guy. Imagine that match, Chad versus Paul White. The money prints itself.
It's not WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania.
We are opening match of the night, Chad. It's Big Tess taking on Amazing Red. And
hell yeah.
Ooh, I got the burps. This match was pretty decent. A decent hard-hitting.
Some would say amazing.
A cruiserweight versus a big giant. Amazing Red got some good action in, but Test ultimately got the pump handle slam and hit Amazing Red with it and won in 8:25. decent little match there. Ooh, Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton are here, Chad, at the pay-per-view. It will be the European champion, Randy Orton, taking on the United States champion, Kid Cash. But tonight, it's Lesnar in action on SmackDown, taking on Kid Cash. This will not bode well for Kid Cash, I'm assuming. A 96. Kid Cash pulling out 96s right now, Chad. Lesnar and Kid Cash.
Why'd you make that noise?
Because Kid Cash should not have a 96 match under his belt. He shouldn't.
In there, brother.
But Lesnar.
How about that?
Lesnar's just fucking. Lesnar's so gross. Lesnar
Lesnar's a cheat code.
Yeah.
He came through your developmental, right? We didn't.
No, we had a bidding war.
Did okay.
And you just didn't want to match what I gave him.
Well, man, if I knew what I knew now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have someone in your developmental that could very well easily just do the same exact thing. My thing was, my luck was Lesnar just came into the game very good in ring.
I'm trying. Like, listen, I have a thing. You're right. He wasn't over, but his stats were already sick.
It was gross.
Yeah, and I think I'm trying to replicate it, so I'm not going to get nearly as big with Joe. But we're going to try. I'm trying.
The thing is with Joe, he's just not there yet as a wrestler. In the game-wise, at least.
Yeah. Whereas Brock was also, I mean, like, it makes sense that Brock would come in with stats already there. Brock was a fucking freak athlete.
Exactly. It was like same with like Angle when he came in. Just immediately rocket shit.
Well, I think that's why behind the curtain why I offered fucking Monty Brown so much money was because didn't we look in his stats were already decent?
They're all right.
Maybe I just got caught up with the Brock. I said, "That's my Brock," and I offered way too much money, and now he does nothing.
He does nothing. All right, we move on. Brock, Kid Cash, 96, huge. Oh, we are told backstage this match was announced on WWE.com with the tagline, teammates now become enemies. We saw last week that Edge and Taker had to team up to take on Harlem Heat to get some reps in as teammates. But now they have to team up again to take on Team SmackDown members Eddie Guerrero and Del Santo. Eric Bischoff announcing that this match has to happen because he wants everyone to know you gotta team with each other to know your strengths, but you gotta fight against each other to know your partner's weaknesses as well. It makes sense. That makes sense. You gotta know your friend's weaknesses. So if you see something happening, you gotta step in. Like, oh no, Eddie's very not. Edge is not good in the submission holds. I got to go in and go beat up the referee or something. You got to know.
You have to know.
Perry Saturn is on his way to the ring, Chad. He's in a match tonight. Big Perry Saturn. Big Perry Saturn, and he's a.
What you know about Big Perry Saturn?
Big Perry Saturn grabs a mic and he just says, "Fuck Ted Turner," and he's in a match with Justin Credible. No. And, we got fined $25,000 for the F-bomb here, but Perry Saturn defeats Credible in 14-17 with a Death Valley driver. Gets an 80. Oh, give me a couple months with Perry Saturn, man. This kid's going to be to the moon as well.
Until he does drugs and you fire him.
Yeah, I'll take the risk.
That's what I did too. That's why Perry Saturn was never doing anything. Because every time I was like, let's push him, he'd get hurt or do drugs, and I'd be like, well, damn it, Perry Saturn.
This argument is hypocritical because your world champion just got popped twice for drugs.
I'm not saying
so you can't say I didn't push Saturn because he did drugs and then give the belt to a druggee.
It's not. I didn't listen. It's not that I wouldn't still push Saturn. Really, it came down to injuries.
Oh, so now it's injuries.
Injuries and drugs.
I don't think he ever got hurt. He did get hurt once.
He hurt my heart.
Oh, Booker T's pissed off, Chad. He doesn't have a match at Survivor Series, and he can't buy a win right now. He's on like a 3-match losing streak. And Eric Bischoff says, "Hey, Booker, I get it. I understand. There's no one on SmackDown that you could wrestle at Survivor Series, but let me make a call to Cornette. Maybe there's someone on that show. We can find something. Okay, maybe on the pre-show. Maybe tell me you did not just say pre-show. Booker T is a main event talent, a main attraction. He should be wrestling for the World Heavyweight Championship. Eric's like, hey, well, you got to win a match, brother, before you start wrestling for any belt. Not the world belt. I don't even think if you cut down to lightweights, you would be even qualifying for the light heavyweight championship. All right, let me make a call. Let me set something up, and maybe we can get you in a match at Survivor Series. Oh man, this is also announced on WWE.com. Vince McMahon will take on PJ Black at Survivor Series for all that PJ Black had did to his daughter, Stephanie McMahon. This is going to be huge, Chad.
Going to be huge.
Never did you think PJ Black and Vince would go one-on-one, but here we are in this save.
You know what? But I never thought I'd see Vince McMahon wrestle Pat McAfee either, and I saw that. So.
Oh God, yeah, that happened. Well, Booker's in a match tonight, though. Chad, he's taking on Bam Bam Bigelow. Wins in 13:48. Booker T, the winning streak's back on.
Oh, I'm back, baby. Can you dig it?
Mystico is here. He's in action up next, Chad. Mystico, the longest reigning light heavyweight champion of the world. He's on a dominant form. He's on an all-time run right now. But him and Roadkill go on one-on-one, and they don't have chemistry. Made for an awkward bout, but it doesn't matter. Mystico wins again with the Palanca Tornado.
Palanca Tornado.
Ooh, backstage cameras immediately. That match isn't even over. Like the cameras pan away from that match right there. We don't even get to see the finish because there's ambulances and there's ER guys running towards Shawn Michaels. I guess Triple H laid him out, Chad. Shawn Michaels bleeding all over. Triple H says, "You did it again. You done it now, Shawn. You done it now." Oh, and then Undertaker and Edge. This is crazy because Undertaker is riding his bike to the ring, Chad, and Edge is on the back seat, holding Undertaker like a small little boy.
A small child.
Like a small child. And they end up beating Eddie Guerrero and El Hijo del Santo in 21:47 when Taker pins Eddie Guerrero with a choke slam. After the match, Latin Lover comes into the ring, and he stands up the Atomic Pair. And there's a little bit of tension now between the five guys for Team SmackDown. There's a little bit of dissension in the air, Chad.
Ooh.
I think Undertaker took a little bit of liberties on that chokeslam on Eddie. Gave him a little bit of oomph on the slam part of it.
That's not good.
And there's a little bit of tension for Team SmackDown. It gets a 96 show of the week. I don't even care about Thunder. Show of the week.
It's going to be a tough one to beat. That's going to be a tough one to beat.
Give me another one, boys. Another one for the good guys. We'll see you for Thunder.
And we are here with Thunder, baby. I'm excited.
What are you excited for, Chad?
I'm excited for this show. We messed around with the commentators again, so I'm excited to see how that does.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully it didn't ruin it.
Who did we put? It was Joey Styles, Dusty Rhodes, and
I like how you asked me about your show.
And there's Zabisco, I believe, right?
Yeah.
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 Sick. Let's give it a whirl. Let's see. I'm excited.
What are you excited most about?
The show. I think it's going to be a good show.
All right, let's get into it, Chad. Off to a bad start. They all stink.
Great. Well, I didn't stop Jericho from getting 100. Jericho gets in the ring. He has a microphone and he says, "I'm back." He says, first of all, I just want to say, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that I even was stripped of the belt. All right, I wasn't even out for a month. But Dean Malenko, being the baby that he is, just had to have his championship match. And look how that played out for him. Congratulations, WWF. Biggest waste of money ever. Anyway, so now I'm here.
Okay.
I have my match against Goldberg. A man who says he's going to spear me out of my shoes. Goldberg, let me tell you something. You are not going to spear anyone out of any shoes. All right? Because you're not even going to get a chance to land the spear. All right? Goldberg, you were big 2 years ago. And you had this streak. And you were the top star in the world. But now you're the background character of a faction that were full of championships. And it took you finally winning one after the faction's basically dead. And also, you only got it because I went down, because I wrestled at a tag match where I got hurt. Congratulations. Bravo. Round of applause. Goldberg, don't get used to that championship run. Because, mark my words, you're going to lose at World War III. And then I'm going to once again hold the championship for, I believe, I'll be a 4-time world champion. What a world. What a world that you're all living in. Seeing Chris Jericho, the immortal one, make history once again. And now tonight, I'm in the main event in another tag team match. And listen, a normal man would be getting PTSD, but I am not a normal man. I am the best of the best. I am Chris Jericho, and I'm teaming up with Kevin Nash to take on Steiner and Goldberg. And I can't wait. Give everyone a sneak peek of what they're going to see at World War III. That's the promo, Justin.
Sorry, I was muted right there. You were going robot-y during that a little bit.
Oh, no, that's not good.
No, but we're good now.
That's not good. Speaking of things that aren't good, and a decent match, Shannon Moore. Shannon Moore comes out and he's wearing his Savage Dojo team jacket, and he's like looking around and he's asking people, "Hey, have you seen Joey and
this? It's been 2 months, Shannon.
Have you seen Joey and Randy? Where are they? I can't find them."
Joey?
He's asking around. He's got Jamie. Sorry, have you seen Jamie?
No wonder he can't find him. He's calling him the wrong fucking name the whole time.
He says, "Have you seen Noble and Ray and Coach Savage?" And he's got like missing posters. He's like passing them around. There's a reward if you find him. He's passing them around to all the fans. He can't find his friends. He gets in the ring, and he actually also asks Chavo. He says, "Hey, have you seen them?" And Chavo, he's like, "They're gone, man. They're gone." And then they have a match, and a decent match. Shannon Moore defeats Chavo Guerrero with a Morgasm. Oh, man.
Hey, watch it over there, brother.
Before Shannon Moore can even celebrate his win, though, he just rolls right back out and begins passing out more posters to people. We have a vignette of Team Canada and Lance Storm. He's like, we're taking on, we've got beef with La Parka and LaSharka. We lost to Team Canada. But that is a bump in the road. Team Canada, we are still the best tag team in this company. And mark our words, we'll be back. We will face the Hearts again. And mark my words, we will beat them. And now we're facing, what are they called? The Scallop Squad? Oh, they look like a couple of fish dicks, if you ask me. Parka and LaSharka, it doesn't matter how much clam juice you drink. It's going to take an entire gallon of it to beat us. And I'm going to show you and prove it to you when I, Lance Storm, wrestle Shark Boy tonight.
Who doesn't love that clam juice?
So basically, the history of this. So basically, Shark Boy or LaSharka, he kept going for his clam juice to beat Lance Storm. Every time he'd go for it, the other members of Team Canada would like move it. At one point, Eric Young, he takes the glass bottle and like smashes it against the ground. He wasn't able to clam up, and so because of that, he wasn't able to beat Lance Storm tonight. And a decent match, Lance Storm defeats LaSharka with a Canadian maple leaf.
I got great.
And Lance Storm and LaSharka have great chemistry. Shark Boy works well with like everyone.
Yeah,
I absolutely love that.
Except for your booking.
Backstage, Hulk Hogan. He says, "Oh, once again, I survive another career-threatening match. And listen, brother, I don't know how many more of these I've got left in me. And there's one match that I've wanted for a long time. And every time I think I have it, something happens and something messes it up. That's why I'm not going to let someone challenge me tonight. I'm beating them to the punch. I want to go one-on-one against Ahmed tonight." And Ahmed, of course he accepts. He says, "Yeah, hell yeah, I'm going to beat Hulk Hogan's ass tonight. Sick."
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
We've got a decent match. AJ Styles versus Lash Larue. And a decent match. AJ defeats Lash Larue with a Styles clash. Very dominant performance from AJ Styles.
Yeah, they don't click though, which is unfortunate for you, Chad.
That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. After the match, after the match, AJ Styles is celebrating, and you see Hoovy in the rafters. A spotlight shows on him. He's got his world championship, and he's just giving Styles a round of applause. Just bravo, you beat Lash Larue. Oh, congratulations, AJ. I'm scared. Oh, big impressive match against Lash Larue. Oh, man. You being a dick, Justin.
I mean, it's true. It's Lash Larue, brother.
We've got a match, or we got an angle. Chris Kanyon, he says, Raven's still ducking me. Even though I cost him a match against Hulk Hogan, he's still ducking me. He's scared. Well, guess what, Raven? You say that you've got a match. You say that you're focusing on World War III. Well, guess what? I'm also in that match. And let me make one thing very clear. You will go over that top rope by me, Chris Kanyon. Then, after I win World War III and I win the World Championship, I'm going to give you the first opportunity because I will have my match against you, Raven. I will take your hair.
Take care, spike your hair. Woo, 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 you know
True.
it.
Woo, 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 you know it. And we've got a match. Sorry, I had to close out one of my windows because I was making noise. And it is a match. Shane Douglas defeats Sabu with a belly-to-belly. Paul Heyman did some good work at ringside, and they've got excellent chemistry together. That's what we like to see.
Unbelievable. What a lucky get.
I just keep getting lucky, Justin.
Oh, speaking of getting lucky,
Chris Candido and Shane Helms are backstage, and Chris Candido's like, a lot of people are asking, like, what made us come together? What made the Sweet Sensations team up? And Shane Helms, you've had a run of tag teams, and this haven't worked out. And Shane says, yeah, but this one's different because listen, me and Chris Candido, we've been told that we are the two best-looking guys on this roster. And look at this, and the camera pans out, and Trish Stratus and Stacy Keibler are with both of them. How could you argue this? I mean, we've got lots of beauty. We got beautiful women. I mean, your finishing move's the blonde bombshell, and I see some blonde bombshells right here, Chris.
whoa there, brother.
We got handsome Shane Helms. We got the blonde bombshell Chris Candido, and we got the two beautiful women, Trish Stratus and Stacy Keibler here. The only thing that we're missing. Some gold around our waist, and make no mistake, we will win some tag team gold. It's only a matter of time. Now, come on, let's go have some fun. And they take their girls and they leave.
What kind of fun are they having?
Well, one can only imagine. Ooh. We've got a superb match. Thank God this not the main event. A superb match. Hulk Hogan defeats Ahmed with a big leg drop. He had to use the leg drop to put Ahmed down.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, his career continues. After the match, Hogan celebrates.
Oh, good for Hogan.
Not phoning it in anymore. In our main event, Chris Jericho and Kevin Nash versus Scott Steiner and Goldberg in an exceptional match. Jericho and Nash defeat Steiner and Goldberg when Chris Jericho he taps Goldberg out with a lion tamer. Justin sending a big statement. What could happen? What does that mean for World War III?
Why did this match happen?
Oh, I mean, Kevin Nash and Steiner don't like each other, and Chris and Goldberg are fighting. What do you mean?
Oh, I had no idea.
Made perfect sense.
You're right. My bad.
Yeah. 91 Thunder. Not as good as SmackDown, but still a good show.
Yeah, another one for the good guys. Sorry, Chad. You'll get them one time.
I'm not worried about it. We'll get him. Don't you worry.
I know, Chad. Maybe one day. Maybe in 2001.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Maybe next year. All right, we'll see you for the go-homes. I'd like Chad to go home.